Hello everybody, First Month is here. Today my second video, and it is in use video about this knife, or with this knife, Ruike LDB 42 or 42 LDB or LD42B, which of these numbers and letters you will find. So it is this one. So let's find out some practical details of how to use this one. As I said, this knife isn't heavy. So if you are familiar with let's say Victorinox with these 4 pockets, as I call them at home, so where you got your tools, usually the Victorinoxes are much lighter, 2 or 1.5 ounces somewhere there. So you can really feel it. But I said in my room, you can carry them pretty nicely. Even they are longer ones, so they got 114 millimeters, so 11 centimeters 0.4, or somewhere about 4.5 inches. And I didn't say the thickness is close to 1 inch. This one, I believe this is 2 centimeters, so 0.8 of an inch. And with the clip, include the clip, we are on 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters. So, pocket, my Harry Context trousers, and sorry, I have to find the clip. So this is the magazine pocket for your 9mm magazine, and it sits right there without any problems. If you sit something, you have no problem. If you, let's say, lie on it, so you have to sleep on that side, then you find it out. You find it's there, so it's better to take it off. Absolutely, yes. So then I got, this is my cold steel Recon Tanto. Everybody knows, or mostly. But standard pocket, this is standard pocket. I got the keys there. I'll try to like go. Yeah, I feel that. I feel the pocket, but it's full of really bunch of keys. So it's not empty, and it sits on more on the side. Thanks, it's thick but not broad. Many folders, if you are talking about that, now we are talking about this size, so you feel that it stretches the pocket because it pulls it that way, so you feel the pocket is like stretched, you know. But on the other hand, this side, the width of the knife is kind of small for it. So then again, when you walk, you feel the stretch of the pocket more than like you feel the knife when you lift your leg. Something is digging into your leg. It's not like that. So I'll try to compare it with this one. I don't feel the stretch anyway, like before, of course, but I feel somehow what I said, this the width, the size to the side, which goes forward, of course, because the width goes in that way. So I feel both of these knives, but this one a bit more. So to be honest, this one I feel a little bit more. So it's not the same carrying. And here, I believe they were the pocket too. No, sorry guys, misunderstanding from my side. I expected there is the pocket, the magazine pocket there, but it is somewhere else. This is the second one, so I won't show you that one. But anyway, if you carry this knife in the standard way, or if you got some kind of trousers with these, or even you got these front pockets, some 511s got it, these Helicons got it, so you can just put it there. You don't use the clip anyway, and you can walk. Yeah, you feel that, but there's no problem. Of course, if you go on hike and you lift your leg too high, and especially if you are sweaty, then you start to feel it. But in normal way, no. But somebody could see, oh, he's got something in the pocket, because it makes the pocket bulky. If you go in that back pocket, as I said here, I won't even know it is there. Because it's pocket inside of the pocket, so I have to find the right way. Now, it's there. So I can go, and I can even, as you can see, I might have two folders. One, let's say, for quick action, and the second just for the rest things. So it's multi-tool. It's kind of multi-tools. And to be honest, it replaced my Leatherman. I don't carry Leatherman with me now. It's in my backpack, but not on me, because there's lots of the functions, and I got those soft pliers, the small one which I showed in my room, which replaces when I walk, because those are too small or very small, which is plus in this topic. So I don't carry the Leatherman now with me there. Why? I will do the video about that, but I kind of feeling there are no pliers on the model, but you can buy the plier 41 where the pliers are, and there is no the saw. Or you can buy the model 51 where are all these plus those pliers and the Phillips screwdriver. So it's the biggest, largest model. I go to that before I start. Sorry guys, a bit long intro, but I already sharpened the knife. If you saw the video in my room, there was a spot, as I said, was kind of dull. I don't know why it's happened. So I added the secondary convex on it. But I hate that. It's you know, this is one downside of these knives. It's scratched a little bit, as you might see, because I used for that my work sharpener Ken Onion edition, and the thumb stud pisses me off, because of course you have to find the right angle, and then you are on the belt. See that if you have to sharpen it from the really beginning of the real edge, you are on that, so on the thumb stud. So you might see somewhere here kind of damage of the belt. I don't care about that, but I was pissed off. And then from the other side, when I try to use it in that correct position, then I sharpen, and there is, if you got it, or if you've seen that machine, there is an engine on the left side. So when you go this way, and then you are stopped because these the handle, let's say, stops that, and or starts to touch of the engine, and you have to find the angle. But when you do these things, you have to have correct angles, you know. So I don't want to do it. In that scenario, the version with the fingernail choil for opening, so no one hand opening, is better, because there is no the thumb stud, so you can sharpen it even on normal way on your sharpening stones a bit better, because there is nothing like that. I couldn't find a way if I can unscrew it. I didn't try it, but I was kind of tempted to take it off. Then of course after that there is no the spot, and it works nicely. Of course, as I said, the one hand opening could be plus or minus, okay, with some special situation, maybe when you meet with law, but I mean, for normal way, you maybe not have the problem. Something else I started to use last year. I started to use these chest packs. I will say how to call them. And I got the pocket here. You see the Velcro on it, and I added one from the pocket here, just for these two things. I got my Leatherman here, sorry, Victorinox, and I want to have it here to compare it, this knife, with this. But what I want to say now, sometimes, you know, sometimes it's crazy when you do some of your stuff. Then, especially if you are outside, it's winter, you know, with your gloves, and you got the pants, and you got your covers around, like this sweatshirt and some another wearing, and you simply put, let's say, this small knife somewhere into your pocket. There's no clip or something like that. So okay, where I put that? Okay, it's deep. Okay, you do something that then you close it and move it. That one. So this one, thanks to the clip, you can clip it and you can find it much more easily, which is plus. But that's why I added here this one, because if I do something that, by the way, if you ask what for is the second pocket here, it's for lighter. Some another thing you might use quite more often, especially if you camping in cold area or cold time simply. So I got here the Victorinox and lighter under that, and of course I got the stuff inside. But this is important. Why I'm saying this one, I can't put it this one there because it's simply too big, and it's kind of heavy. This is about 100 grams, something like that. This is 200 grams, so you feel that difference. But the main reason here, this is too big for it. So this one is better to keep it here or in the front pocket, as I said, somewhere here, which I normally do. Nobody see that. That's too light, too small. Not with this one, but this one I can stick it into pocket. So let's go for it. Sorry guys for that. So I bring the Victorinox because I can do some differences. Normally, I would say you might see I got my T1 tracker, and I shooted the video before. As I said, I got my Silky, and of course one from the practical knife, which could be here, is something like this one, mainly this one. What I want to say when I talked about the Leatherman and about the Ruike, Ruike has got different in that all these tools are around the normal standard knife. And with the Leatherman things, there are tools which are built around the pliers. That's very huge difference in my vision. When you go the Leathermans, they are nice blades, but mostly some kind of 420 HC, something like that, very springy. I will do a video about that. But anyway, this is much better. This is standard folder thick, 3 millimeters. Again, I said this is standard thickness for many full-size bushcraft knives. This is standard. The grip here, I didn't say that too. The grip here is exactly what I want. See that? What I showed on the Mercedes, if you see that, I don't like if this one is too big or even too close, where I lose the grip. Like it could be on this one. It sinks too much that sometimes when you slice, you are hard to find where it is. So you simply something else different, which is important today. I like these Alox for its quality, but today, as I said on maybe not in this video, on this is about feeling minus sub-zero or +2 Celsius, so cold. This one, when I hold this one, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine, even with like this one without glove. I hold this one. Oh, hey, wow! It's like frozen. You take it. So you want to do this one something hard for a long time because you won't see that. You won't do it. It's too cold. That was the one from the reason where I said today's many folders and people are playing. Oh, that's great! They're made of titanium, and I got the Spyderco Manix 2 XL version, and you can buy some titanium things, titanium scales. These things. Why should I do that? Only if I don't use it or I don't think I use it seriously. I mean, on all conditions. To use this one with the gloves, especially open it, like some knives with the open or handling generally in gloves is not really comfortable. Only if you have really super gloves made for your hand. But what I want to say, all of them are of course cold. So when the outside is okay, starts about +10 and lower, which is in my area absolutely normal, from the let's say late autumn to the late spring, somewhere there, maybe start spring, sorry. But anyway, long time, if you really seriously have a plan to use these knives with kind of metal handles, absolutely impractical in my opinion. Okay, back to that. Better handling, important here. I mean, for the coldness. Yeah, there are some spots which are hard. The corners here, when you squeeze it, I feel this one. Of course, it's G10, so I can take sandpaper and take it off. But anyway, at the moment, it doesn't bother me. Sorry, it's just I feel that. That's it. I said too much. Sorry, guys. Start standard slicing. Oh, 14 minutes. There is the secondary convex on it now. Wow. This is absolutely great. Absolutely great. Sandvik 12 C27. This is thinner blade, so it should be alright. Yeah, this is nice. This is even better for slicing because it's simply thinner, much thinner blade. I like this. Anyway, I don't want to say I don't like this. Absolutely not. I got different purposes for this one. It's absolutely beautiful knife. So that was that one. Now, that's from the reason. And sorry, I'm gonna adjust the camera now. Somebody might see which of the sawbacks are or is better, depending how many we've got. But at the moment, sorry, it's not exactly what I want. Still, sorry, so you won't see me, but you see this one. So which of these sawbacks, or sorry, saws only, are better? It's just for information, because I don't want to do any competition between these two marks, because I believe they're gonna perform same. So we got the same thing, but this is 7.5 or 3 inches long blade only. .22 pull and push. This is 9.2, so it is about 20% longer, so it should do it in about 19-18 strokes, but it doesn't matter really. But I'd like to see how it's performed, because this is, by the way, for very first time I use this saw on this one. So let's go. Oh, okay, 15. That surprised me. I expected more. $15 again. It's just how this one performs. $20, $21, $22. Again, same number, 22. So yeah, it's probably the same. You're gonna see the reason. So the length, of course, but somehow I expected this Victorinox, not because I know, or because I want. I saw some video. Somebody did the test of these comparison between the Victorinox saw and the Ruike, and the Ruike was a little bit worse in performance, just a bit, but it was. But we're gonna see a huge difference, because 15 and 22, it should be more. Or I mean, if I expected that the Ruike should be worse, a little bit worse than that one, it should be really more. It should be really more. But okay, it's not. I got something harder here. This is same wood, I believe, on beam, I believe so, but seasoned. Why should I do that? Because I want to do some choils or I mean squares for notches. $42. Wow, so it was over 100 strokes if I count plus the 40s, so over 100 strokes for this one. This is hardwood, so Okay. I'm on the 40 when I was truck there. 50. $96. This one was very close. This one was very close. That was over 100, 102, something like that. But this one is much more closer in percent than that one. Maybe it's because this one is better for softer wood than for the harder. If I got something. Okay. I got this one here, which is thicker. Ah, 32. Okay, 33 was locked by the friction, so 33. Sorry, 30. Well, 52. Yeah, guys, seems to me this one really performs better on the hardwood than on the softwood. Oh, by the way, how this one works, and we know it probably just if we're comparing the saws. So this is one from the tools which we may use for fire striking. Beautiful. I expected that, but anyway. So about the saw, I believe the Ruike got slightly better saw in general. But of course, if we're gonna see something longer in same length, which we could. I don't have the knives anyway, so I can't compare it. But if I would have that one, it would be nice to see that. Anyway, the saw here, that's we are talking about the Ruike, is great. On the Victorinox 2 again, so there's not really big deal. What we wanna here test? I tested those scissors at home. Definitely what I want to try, because this Ruike model is one from those which can really be helpful as a side knife with this Tracker T1. For example, you know, many times I compare these because these trackers and kukris and these are for me like my knives. Thanks, it has the saw, but standard knife blade, which is important. It has, this one has the scissors, so this model has the scissors, but what I want to test is this all. I said at home, this is bloody sharp thing, you have to be careful when you use it. So the very first thing why you want to use it, or what for you want to use it, is of course drill. This is really sharp thing. You have to be careful when you use this one. Of course, I won't do any batoning or something like this one, same as I don't want to do it with this, with the Victorinox and these, because these knives, even there is a liner lock on it, it's not a good idea for it. I don't want to destroy the knife. I really like it. Whoa. I should be even through. Almost. Seems to me, a small green spot which goes, yes, that's it. So I'm through. About 1.5 centimeter, one beam boot. This could be very handy for some tools when you something you want to make outside. You can simply go through this, and that's really what I like on this. As I said, on the Ruike, I believe they got the best all I've ever seen on these kind of multi-tools. Any. Beautiful. Hey guys, 6-7 millimeters thick. There is all here, as we know, which I said I like this one more. You can go. You got access from the start. You don't have to do these things. Just I'd like to see how this performs. Yeah, I can go through too. Anyway, but that one is much sharper, and the hole will be bigger, as we might see here. I can go through, but what I miss here is the hole where I can take some rope or something and go through the hole I made. Some kind of not standard using for me is to use the ore as a fire rod scraper. This is, yeah. Wow. See that? It's sharp. But that one seems to me works slightly better. I don't know why. Ah, this is the way. So I have to do it in this. I have to do it in this way. Yeah. Yeah. So this one works in a little bit in a different way, but it's great. I'm looking for any damage on that edge. I can't see any. No. Excellent. So this is something else what I like. Now, as we know, okay, how this one can. I had some soft wood here. Oh, here it is. For fire start, which is great to have something. Of course, I can do the shavings, which we check out later. But for this one, I like these scrapes. Why? It's windy, as I said, because these scrapes catches those sparks much faster, much better. Of course, you can do it, or you can make them with that 90-degree spine on your knife if you got. If you don't, then you can do it in some alternative way, like for example this one. How does it work? See that? For me, it's great. Of of course. There's not too many of it, or too much of it, sorry. So these are shavings, small tiny shavings, but as I said, there is kind of edge. That was the softwood. But what about hardwood? This is hardwood. To show you some of them, just how they look. You hard to do them with your edge, I mean with standard knife. This is much better for catching, as my experience goes, of course, for catching sparks from ferro rod than when you do your standard slices. Now, so this one is working, sorry. So this is the thing what I don't like. You have to lock it there under the scissors, and of course knife and softwood. You can make your shavings. As I said, this is not the original edge now. How the blade performs on the hardwood. It's short, and there is the thumb, the thumb stud. When I go close, then I'm close to the wood, so the thumb stud could be better on longer and wider blades in general. Nice. So let's find out the truth. Sorry. Let's find out the truth. As I say, it's really cold today. It could be worse, of course. You have to work carefully with this awl. It sticks a little bit into my index, but no worries. As I said, everything is cold here. Try to do in here. Okay, as you might see. Touches those. Uh-oh. everything is wet and cold today. Ah, yeah, here we go. So anyway, you can do it in this way, of course, or as I said, we can use the sawback, which is probably more practical here. Nice, nice. Anyway, there is another feature. Okay, we got, as I said, we got this one, which we go to it, and we got the screwdriver, standard screwdriver. So I want to use it for something here. But what I want to use is this one. We saw this, how this one performs in my room for seatbelt cuts. So for any ropes and these things, it's absolutely fine. But again, I like alternative ways. Everybody knows trackers for these screws. If the wood is of course in good condition, which this one is not, but this is just for demonstration. You know what I mean. So we want these fine things if we got enough wood. We got something like this one, not out of this wood, probably. Yeah, something like these. So everybody knows that. In knife world, what I said. So when I saw the seatbelt cutter, immediately it jumps into my mind. I said, okay, this one looks, it could work somehow in that way too. Let's find out. So not in this way. I feel it bites in, so it's not what I want on that way. Okay, let's find out another way. What I want to get some kind of shavings which helps me to do the fire faster. Because there are angles and there are edges, and these things could work together to allow us to have some fine This is standard tool. I mean, you don't have to open anything else to get access to that. Uh-oh. It's mixed up with these wet things. I don't want to blow my hand. So anyway, another helping tool. As I said, I like to use my tools in multiple ways because, of course, it saved me space and everything. So the seatbelt cutter. There is of course this cork screw and the glass breaker. I won't test it here because I don't see any reason, because everybody understand this is hardwood. I don't even know if there is, but you don't want to see that. This is small, but this is hardwood. But anyway, anyway, for those slices, it's this one is great. So let's finish this. Let's finish kind of long video. I bought this as an EDC like standard knife. That's important, not like Leatherman, as I said, which is built around the pliers, and every blade there, even on the smaller models, are really small, thin, low quality, and these things. Of course, you can cut something like that, but it's not really nice. This is like standard folder knife with tough blade, high quality blade. I mean, okay, high quality. This steel is simply great. It's not something special, but this is definitely much better than these 420s and these things. Kind of thicker, kind of long. I mean, for the standard use, what you might need when you do your food prep, these things, simply you want to have knife for knife task, not just something between your another stuff. And of course, what I want to have are scissors, because when you are outside, you know, you have to, you know, cut your nails. When maybe you have got broken nails, so you have to, you know, somehow take it off, which is kind of weird if you have to take pliers and say, this is not something I really want to. Some birds, you know, hairs and these things. I don't see reason why to cut papers outside on these, but somebody might find a use for it. Those corkscrew, for me, absolutely for nothing. The awl is excellent, the saw excellent for me, and this seatbelt cutter for at least. Oh, I forget. And there is the small flat screw. I won't remind you. There is the full small flat screw, so you can unscrew something like that. But okay, for me, excellent choice. The price is competitive, I would say, something like that. So depending on what you find, mostly with these, as I said, the Victorinoxes. So the price, this is definitely not cheap stuff. Someone say, oh, it's made in China, it's cheap. No, it's not. But this is serious tool. When you got it in your hand, you feel this is serious piece of tool. This is not some kind of toy. Sometimes you got a knife which looks huge, big, and you take it and say, oh, this is something's wrong, because it looks more heavy, but it's not. This is kind of vice versa, but you see those liners, the high quality tools, I would say, for these standard things. G10 handlers. This is not something light. 200 grams is something about 8 ounces, I believe it was something like that. 8 ounces. Yeah, about 8 ounces. Great tool. I really recommend you. As I mentioned, my room, there are those versions without the lock, without the thumb stop, so you have to open it with your finger, so you can't open it with that. There are 3 sizes of these: the small, M, and large. This is the L, that's why LD something B, which means they've got the thumb stop and they got the liner lock. So 41 has no the saw back, but it has got the pliers, and 51 got the like this one, plus pliers, plus the Phillips. Price 70, about $80 somewhere else. 80, between 80 to 90. The biggest model, which should be slightly thicker and weighs 264 grams, if I remember. So thank you very much. Have a nice time. Bye.